Hey guys, Dean B for another video, and today's video will be reviewing Fashion Ken. So let's pull him up quickly. So this is just a preview before I get the character, obviously, because no one else has access to him, but we do have access to his trial, right? So let's run this trial and see what he's about. So if we have a quick read through his stats and his skills, right, he's going to be an agility fighter, but attack, so same as your Akumas and stuff, only he'll be running the agility gear, as you can see here, and he'll be legendary. So coincidentally, right, I've started collecting legendary gear like agility, just what a coincidence, right? I was just buying it from the shop just in case, right? Because I already have F Blanca with agility gear, so I thought, you know, stuff up, but might as well just collect it. There you go. So he will be agility, so that's pretty cool. I wonder if I have anything to boost those. Anyways, we'll find out later. So back to MH Ken. I keep saying MH Ken. So back to Ken here, right? Let's have a quick read through his fighting spirit as well while we at it. So we just challenge quickly here. So fighting spirit, right? Targets with Crimson Scorch lose HP equal to 50% of Fashion Ken's attack. So he does burn over time, right? Kind of like the Ken in the event. Cool, and then disabled when he dies, and you can trigger him obviously with his combos or his super. So while he's in assist, takes effect when the fighter is in assist position, obviously. Every time an enemy is inflicted with burn or bleed, the assisted fighter gains 3% damage bonus. Oh my lord. Oh my god. If you drop him on on Dhalsim or even Flame Chun-Li, and you also have Fei Long as an assist, so you get like 12% damage boost from Fei Long, and you get 12% from him, so that's 24% increase on top of all the multipliers that you can stack with Flame Chun-Li and Dhalsim. This guy's gonna be a must-have for bossing, right? So 10 targets with Crimson Scorch lose 200% of HP each time they launch a normal attack. Super combo triggers skill and lose HP. So this HP is then converted into HP for Fashion Ken. So he essentially does lifesteal, in other words. So targets with Crimson Scorch also lose 50%. Wow. Okay, so each time that they attack normally, it depletes the super combo gauge. This guy is busted. And then targets with Crimson Scorch transfer 100% of lost. So it depletes their super combo and it boosts yours. Wow. Absolutely wow. And so if we look at his skills here, right? If we look at his skills, you'll see his C1. So we'll start with C1, right? His C1, after dispelling, has a 100% chance to stun. So if you run him with, say, the new Elena unit, which requires an attack fighter to strike with his C1 for her to heal, it would work really well, right? Really, really, really well. You just gotta figure out the rest of the team, essentially. Who you're gonna run as a tank, and who you're gonna run as a... I mean, he'll go very good with Akuma as well, because Akuma Super and C3, he's C1, but then you're still lacking a C3. So I'm not sure. I have to really look into this, but he definitely looks promising, right? So his passive: whenever an ally successfully inflicts burn or bleed, an enemy Fashion Ken deals 6% increased damage. So he boosts his own damage as well. And then also burn and bleed effect is the same as before, whereas the target loses HP equal to 7% of attack every second for 15 seconds and stacks up to 20 times. Wow, man, this is solid, right? Then his super here, so he leaps into the air and strikes a single target following 3 times, dealing damage equal to 624% of attack. The final blow inflicts Crimson Scorch, so that's his unique skill, right? Increases damage to 717%, so 717% of attack. Each of the first 2 strikes have a 35% base chance to inflict 1 times Crimson Scourge, and the last strike has a 75% chance to so it inflicts bleed and burn essentially, right? And last but not least, his C3 is it's a single target again. So this one, from what I've tested, he hits the guy, usually catches the guy behind the tank, right? So deals flame damage equal 809% attack to a single target. This skill's crit increases by 4% for every. So the more stacks of burns they have, the more this crit chance increases, right? I think stacks 4 times or more. And so for skills duration, so the enemy attacks have a chance of missing, and only Fashion can though. And crit boost increases to 6%, defense ignored increases to 16%, right? And now if you look at his garage here, so when Crimson Wave Strike triggers, so that's his C3, it triggers for all allies, but others gain only 50% of the effects, so that they can still miss, and other allies get 80% of the effects. So wow, so whatever effect this gives him here, right, is essentially shared with his other fighters, with his allies. As let's jump in and test him out. So we'll put him there. Who else can we run? We'll run him for speed. And no, I'll just do him, doesn't matter. Alright, let's try it out. So we open up with MH Ken, so hits the first target, and then guy does his thing, and then MH Ken should catch Emryu there, but it didn't. Why? Let's try that again. So because it's all piled up in the corner, so MH Ken, followed by him, and now I want to test that again, guys, sorry. So let's just test that again. Him there, and then put him there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, so, alright, let's try it. So, MH Ken does his super, Abel does that, then he goes with that, and now the final one. Is it going to catch Emryu? Nope, caught the tank. Okay, let's try that again. So that hit a bit harder, maybe it needs... So all of his attacks unfortunately catch the tank, right? So I don't know how viable it's going to be for PvP. If you do use him for PvP, you essentially will be using him for his C1, so... Let's try that again. Put a tank there. Do that, and we do that. So we'll open up with him, and now he needs to stun, right? Did he stun? No, he didn't, because he didn't dispel the shield. Why didn't this? Because they didn't have burn. So the prerequisite is they need to have burn before. Okay. So there's a lot of conditions that need to be met before he can stun essentially, right? So if you don't have another unit that does burn, I don't quite see how viable that's going to be, right? Especially in player versus player, so or showdown. Either because you can't alternate, so essentially you would want to run that one for the burn, right? And then what you would do is, so you should stun now, right? And then what he would do is, come on, because they got, so did it stun them? No, because it didn't have burn. Yeah, look, very situational. It's a good kit, at least on paper, very solid. boosts a lot of like flame damage. Is going to be a very good assist at the very least. But it'll require some extensive testing. I mean, look, everyone gave up on Flame Chun when she came out. No one really bothered with Dhalsim either, right? And now, I mean, let me just show you something. What I mean by why this guy is going to be busted as an assist more than anything else. So if I go to Midsummer Adventures, right, and I go to, where is it, Title Party, and I look at leaderboards here, for example. If you look at my first team, so essentially he will get 24% damage boost in a nutshell, or him, if you, whoever you decide to put him on, right? It's gonna be really, really busted for bossing and stuff. Anyways, guys, that's my review on MH Ken on Fashion Ken, right? I like his kit. He's a good unit. I think he's gonna be more PvE viable than PvP, but nonetheless, look, if we get him for free, which I hope we do, this is a win for the community and this is a win for the game, right? Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.